great shift in consciousness on the planet. Do you remember? And I'm like, what? Like, that sounds kind of familiar, but are you sure you got the right girl? And, you know, there's all this energy happening. I'm thinking I'm going crazy. Like, they won't let me sleep. They're waking me up every morning at 3:33, 4:44, and all this stuff's happening. And then I'm guided to go and lead angelic gatherings and speak to people about the angels. And all this was happening very suddenly for me. And I was like, okay, I can go into fear with this and think I'm not capable, which is my ego that needs to be cleared. Or I can go, okay, ego, you're not taking control of the wheel today. Spirit, angels, speak through me, teach through me, heal through me. How may I serve? And then I'm riding on over to the place to lead an angel gathering for the first time in this lifetime that was professionally led. And I get in that room. I don't have a damn clue what I'm going to say, truly. And I just sit there and I just am who I am. And I'm like, so apparently all of you are feeling very summoned here to understand angels. And I'm going to tell you my truth. And I just started to express my truth of what had been happening, how they had been coming to me. And there's just people were so connecting with what I was sharing with them. And it wasn't, there's a fly buzzing around my head. It wasn't like anything about like, what does Tanya look like? Is she cute enough? Do they welcome me? Will I be accepted? There was no ego there. And that's why there was no fear there, because I didn't step in thinking, oh, I hope they like me and I really want their approval and I hope they ask me back. Nothing about that was there. It was me responding to a calling that my soul was guiding me to fulfill. And you will come here and you will speak this. When I met Amnon, synchronistically, I felt guided to tune into a show that Julie was doing, and I was listening to it, and she's interviewing this other woman, another light worker, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I understand that. I'm typing into the live chat. That's why I encourage you guys to, because you never know how you're making a connection with me could launch you in a new direction, because that's what happened to me. I'm like typing away, talking to Julie, and she's like, whoa, this girl Tanya's got a lot of amazing things to say, and how interesting. And so after that, Julie's like, I would like to interview you and talk to you about this angelic work, clearing work you're doing. And I was like, sweet, my angels actually said there was opportunities and doors of opportunity were coming. So we chat, she interviews me. Amnon is a part of that. And then Amnon's like, Tanya, you're a natural. Have you ever thought of having your own show? And I was like, you know, I've totally been calling that forth. And I've totally been, my angels have been saying to be prepared for new platforms that were going to be opening for me. So do you see what I'm mirroring to all of you? That the magic, the reason that my life flows so beautifully is I listen to the magic and I move with it and I don't resist it, even if it scares the shit out of me. And I remember Amnon, do you remember Amnon? You were kind of like, well, did you write down notes? Because you got an hour show and you might want to have some stuff written. And I was like, oh, it's okay. They're going to channel through me. And he's like, do you remember that?
I remember. I always tell it to hosts that they need to have talking points. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and I get where Amnon was coming from, because he's like, here's this new girl. She, you know, I'm going to give her an opportunity here to reach the world, but I hope she's got her shit figured out and her notes written, or she's going to just be like deer in headlights. And I just showed up and I just let spirit speak through me, just like today. 555. It's 555 right now, my favorite number. But anyway, I just showed up and I let the angels speak through me, and it's what we met like a year and a half ago, Amnon.
And the rest is history.
Indeed. And have I ever ran out of anything to say?
No. If anything, you always go over.
I know. I think today we're going to hit it right on time. But yeah, and so what I'm mirroring to each of you watching is to really believe in yourselves and to really, like Cindy's feeling floaty, like anchor in and just be fully present in your movie, and just really, if you get afraid and things are changing, which they are, the world's continuously changing. It's something I've observed in my lifetime, that the one thing I can count on is change. Like, it's always happening. So it's like I gave this metaphor to my yoga student of, you know, when I like to sit and just watch the river, and it's very meditative for me. And so I see like a leaf floating on the river and it's just being carried, and sometimes it hits a rock and it's just like, bop, 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 like hitting that rock and hitting it. There's resistance. And I feel like as humans, we've been conditioned to that. We've been conditioned, go cling to the rock, go hit yourself on that rock and cling. And all it takes is a moment of realizing, like, Jesus, I'm so exhausted over here because I'm beating the shit out of myself against this rock. Let me just lay on my back, float back, and let the river carry me to where my soul is already ready to take me. And if I just trust that, it's all going to be more beautiful than I can comprehend. But if I resist that, I play small, I become a victim. And this is any of you listening, if you're in a victim energy or you are victimizing others, you're hitting and beating yourself against a rock. And the only solution is to flow back into that river of unity consciousness, to really let go and to trust and to let love guide you and to let love lift you and support you, and everything will be provided. Like everything, since I've decided to trust spirit and to be a messenger of the light and to just live truthfully and transparently. Have things changed in my movie? Yes. Have people rejected me and slammed doors in my face? Absolutely. Have, things changed? Yes. But has there been beauty and magic and miracles, and does my life get better every day? Yes. And so it's really learning to just stay in that flow of the river and trust it. And trust when the river is guiding you to pull to the side and meditate in the calm pools and just to be reflective and receptive. And then when it's time, okay, we've been very still in our center place, let's go ahead and jump back into that flow and let it carry us and take our aligned action. And so if you guys can just kind of feel that energy and let yourselves be more authentic, it's really, that's the message today. Like, let the magic move you and let love be your guide. Let love guide your every action, your every word, your every thought. Let it be love focused, and we are all going to co-create a beautiful heaven on earth that we're walking into right now through our consciousness. And this is the ascension. It's not floating away, it's grounding in, and it's really the consciousness is flowing in. We're removing the filters, and this is actually helping us to become the beautiful light beings that we've always been in truth, but we're clearing all that pain, all that old cellular memory. Which is why, if any of you are struggling with that, call me. Stop resisting, because if you don't feel drawn to me, call a light worker you feel drawn to, because it's going to help you so much to clear things that maybe you're not conscious of yet and that you need support and assistance in clearing. And if you're light workers out there, please join me. If you're feeling like, what do I do in these times? Like, how do I help? Go into meditation and start listening to your inner soul guidance on assisting in clearing the collective consciousness energy and bringing in waves of love and light, anchoring it in. That's what we're all here to embody in our own way. And I just have so much love for all of you, truly so much love. And I just hope that each of you are being gentle with yourselves and to dare to show up and be authentic in your movie and just blow your own minds, because that's what we're here to do. We're not here to be victims. We're not here to play small anymore. We're here to create a beautiful new heaven on earth. So any last comments? Because it is 6 o'clock on the dot. Any comments or questions? Amnon, did you go to sleep?
Oh, shoot. I forgot to turn it out. No, Cindy said, LOL.
LOL. That's so funny.
For
it's like this whole long discussion and then LOL.
No, she put that some time ago.
Okay. I'm like, I love that. It's like this serious discussion and like, LOL, and that really, it's really that. Actually, that's perfect, because
I know.
Like everything in my soul mission, I know is as serious as we can get in these discussions. It's really to remembering to be playful. Like we're really coming back to our inner child, and we're loving the crap out of that inner child and just being playful. LOL. Right?
Right.
All right. Well,
she's saying the LOL was to the comment that Tanya never runs out of anything to say.
Right? She knows that, because we've done a lot of soul coaching together too. And I don't ever look at time when I'm working with clients, and she'll be like, wow, we were on the phone for hours and that was awesome. And I'm like, yeah. And it's always channeling in. So yes, I've never ran out of anything to say, but I do feel like there's a lot of times like people see me in this energy on the show, and then so much in my life behind the scenes, I am just quiet. Like I could be in the house all day and it's complete stillness, and I'm just meditating and painting and doing yoga, and then I'm like, okay, here's what the angels have to say. So it's really playing between the two energies and finding balance.
She says she loves it.
Well, and I love you, Cindy. You're one of my sweetest soul sisters. I love you so much. So very proud of you, and definitely practice that grounding and anchoring of your energy, sweetie, because that's going to help you so much. And I need you. We need you to be here fully in your power. Step up more fully as that warrior of light. Each of you listening, if you feel like you've been holding back, step up like those brave warriors that we really are, and let's embody what we came here to embody and shift what we came here to shift, and let's have fun and be playful while we do it. No need to be too serious. Right? Right. Okay, so Amnon, what is your amazing sound effect that you would like to end this amazing angelic meeting with?
You tell me what you want me to comment on what you were saying?
No, you got to give us a sound effect, like an end of the show. There we go. I like that. Perfect. Thank you, Amnon. He's my sweet behind the scenes angel, and I love like his little sound effects. So I'm like, come on, what you got?
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. For some of you that last time I had said the wrong date for the, just a real quick note, I had said the wrong date for the chakra workshop. So if anybody's wanting to do that remotely, because I know Cindy's doing that, it's actually going to be starting on October the 8th, which is a Thursday evening from 4 to 7 p.m. And we're going to be doing it like every other week for 9 weeks. It's going to be awesome. What I encourage you, if any of your listeners are contemplating doing it, is you want to get some canvases on hand, or if you want to do it with watercolor paper, whatever you want to create your artwork on, you want to get some supplies. So either acrylic paints or watercolors and paper, or maybe the little 10 by 10 canvases and acrylic paints. And we're going to actually have some creative art projects where we're going to heal through the chakras, learn about them, working with crystals, and then we're also going to be creating pieces of art that we can put in our own sacred space that will reflect each chakra. And I just think it's going to be so fun. So if you're considering joining in that workshop, get those supplies right away and then contact me as soon as possible, because that's going to help me plan. And that way I know how many people to expect that are tuning in person or remotely. So October the 8th, Thursdays, every other Thursday for 9 weeks, you want to claim those days as your sacred soul time. And it's $555 if you sign up for the whole thing. And I think it's $77 per class if you want to just do one occasionally here and there. I do highly encourage you to do all of them, not just because I want to have you pay me $555, but truly because if you do the whole class, it's going to really move you through the energies of understanding, and that's going to be so beautiful for you in a more whole way. But if you can't do them all, that's another option I have if you want to just work on certain ones, and then we can work together privately, whatever needs to happen. So just wanted to remind you guys on that, and to have a beautiful, blessed week. And I love you all so much, and let's just keep sending those waves of love and be that love. That's makes all the difference. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I love you, and I so appreciate your support. Namaste.
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. Our weekly lineup of call-in programs includes Computers 2K Now with Amnon Nissan, Health In with Debbie Brooke, Breaking Free with Marilyn Shannon, Lessons of Vietnam with NCVVI members, The Tanya Love Show, Your Healthy Pet with Gisela DiCarlo, And if you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it at www.nissancommunications.com. Sponsored by Atomus.com, makers of quality video recorders and converters for professionals. CarolinaApparel.com